I've always wanted a strong union with a strong woman. I wanted to make sure I found everything in that one woman that I was looking for before I settled down, and it took me over 40 years to find that person.
So Ian, when and how did you first meet Shauna?
I first met Shauna at a birthday, actually at my birthday party. My birthday is March 1st and Shauna's birthday is on March the 2nd. And it was a nice little location in Ajax that we went to and celebrated our birthday.
Can I correct him? We weren't celebrating our birthdays together. We just both happened to be there celebrating our birthdays. He was there with a group of friends, I was there with a group of friends, and the rest is history. In the making.
In the making, yes.
Yeah.
What is your first memory of Ian?
Ian was, he was a good kid. You know, they were into sports a lot. They played, from an early age, we had them playing league soccer. So every weekend we'd be somewhere around Ontario, taking them all over the place to play soccer.
My both boys were good kids. I never had much problem with them. I could tell you that my lasting memory of him is that he wasn't very helpful around the house.
My first memory of Shauna is a 7-pound, 14-ounce chubby little baby girl.
Shauna, as a kid, was a very joyous person. She also loved to dance, and she was a bit demanding at times.
But she was also very, very loving, very happy, you know. Loved everything, followed her brother everywhere, and just loved everybody.
I met Shauna in grade 5 at St. Florence. And then me, Shauna, and Nadine have been a trio. And we've been running ever since grade 5. First time that I heard about Ian, I was in Japan. Shauna called me and she told me that she met this really great guy and that they all of a sudden from day one they were just going out. And the beautiful thing of it was that she knew that she was gonna marry him. I think maybe like a few months in, she knew that she loved him and she knew that she wanted to spend her life with him, and they were together ever since.
Shauna, was there a moment you knew you were in love with Ian?
I actually do have a moment. In the first year that we were like dating, getting to know each other, that Christmas, my family wasn't gonna be around. So my mom was gonna be in Atlanta with my aunt who was ill. And so I was gonna be in Toronto. My brother was in Toronto as well, but we were just kind of left on our own for Christmas. And just, you know, the efforts that he went through to make sure that that was gonna be a good Christmas for me, even though my mom and dad weren't here, just kind of like let me know that, you know, he was all right.
What are some of Ian's quirkier character traits that you've grown to love?
That I'm growing to love would be the fact that once football is on, that there's nothing else. He's in a bubble and there's no getting through.
I take full responsibility for that one. Around noon, he's in front of the television. He has to watch all the pregame stuff. And then after that, he's dead to the world because he's in front of the TV cussing everybody because he's upset with everything that's wrong with the television and the football game. And if you want a friend, Ian's a great friend. If you want a buddy, which is two different things, Ian could be that too. Always late, but you'll be there, and he'll be there for you. You can count on that.
He's usually always in a great mood, right? Like he's just got this warm personality about him. He's smiling all the time, and he's just a nice outgoing person.
Some of the quirkier traits about my soon-to-be wife, Shauna. I don't know if I'm gonna get in trouble for saying this, but I've never seen man or woman love the Real Housewives of Atlanta, Real Housewives of New York, Real Housewives of Orange County, Basketball Wives of LA.
I can say that I share that same addiction. Shauna loves the Real Housewives, and I think she got it from back in the day when Mr. Calendar used to love watching The Young and the Restless, and we used to laugh about that all the time.
You don't begin to understand the power of freedom.
Shauna would joke and say how he would come home 4:30 on the dot, and if he couldn't get home 4:30 on the dot, he would set his VCR to record The Young and the Restless so he could come home and watch it. So I think Shauna's addiction came from Mr. Calendar with Young and the Restless.
Can you tell me a bit about Reese?
Oh, Reese.
Oh, Reese.
Reese is our daughter. She was born August 21st, 2016. And she's just brought new purpose to both of us.
Reese has completely turned my world upside down, and that's for the better.
Reese has come into our lives and she is the joy of our life. And you know, when I'm there, if I'm playing with Reese, I think of Shauna. She reminds me so much of Shauna as a baby.
Yeah, and she's really sweet. She's a sweet baby, you know, like she loves her parents. You know, if her parents are in the room, she wherever they go, she's looking for them if you're holding her.
A day in my life taking care of Reese, a day in Reese's life, because it's all about Reese, is late nights, early mornings, laughs, cuddles, poopy diapers.
There's definitely a purpose with everything. I love being at home with her. I love seeing when she's awake. I love holding her in my arms. She's the light of my life. I've always wanted a strong union with a strong woman. I'm in my 40s. I've waited quite some time to want to marry somebody. And it took me over 40 years to find that woman that I've wanted to spend the rest of my life with. Getting married to me signifies family, signifies you found your best friend, signifies the fact that somebody has your back for the rest of your life. I found it in Shauna, and I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with her.